you want to build a fence. Or maybe you're just stopping by for a visit. Well, welcome to our channel. We are just getting started here. We purchased a home in Iowa. It's a 130-year-old farmhouse. Check out our channel for the whole house tour. So in this video, we are going to be building a fence from start to finish. This project probably took us a couple of weeks overall. We got the majority of it done within about the first week of us moving to this house, but then there were so many other little things that came up that we started to switch gears and focus on some of the other needs that we had going on. And then just basically throughout the last couple of weeks, we were able to button up everything else to do with the fence. You'll see coming up here. Some of the things we left that weren't exactly, required to have a completed fence, essentially. So yeah, what I'm doing right now is just kind of filling in the holes that were dug out for the fence posts. Concrete was poured, these posts were put in, and then yeah, now I'm just filling them in with some dirt. So before we could get started, we had a massive stump in the corner of our property back there, and basically we removed it, and then Jer is now just sort of flattening out the area, digging up all the dirt, rocks, whatever there is, so that we could, install a straight fence. All right, now the fun work begins. Let's get to building a fence. So Jer had already went around and measured from post to post, and now what he's doing is just cutting his trim boards, his bottom trim boards, lining them up and screwing them in. Gonna use the electric lawnmower. Oh, look at that.
The one nearest the back is the one that's current. So you use that one and then it'll run out, and then the other one's a holder so that you have with you when you're ready to switch.
Okay, that's cool.
It's fat end to the bottom. Yep.
Like this?
Yep. Just give it a push. Yep. And put your other one in there. And then to start it, you just push the orange button and pull this back.
Okay. Quiet. All right, well, we made lots of progress. Thomas is helping.
So we ran a string line, basically corner to corner along each plane, so two sides and a back, and then I leveled the string line. And on that end, where we're uphill, we had to dig it out over there.
Yep, uphill.
And then you can see that we've got a gap because there's a change in grade, but our string line's level, so our fence will be level. And why that's important is because you don't want the top to be staggered.
Right. We decided we wanted it to be one level.
Flat.
Which you can stagger it.
You can stagger it, and that's why they make like a dog-eared picket where the corners are chopped off the top of the picket so you can stagger it and follow the grade.
Okay.
With ours, we're capping it so it'll look flat the whole way. We didn't want it to look all wallopy.
Yeah.
Following the grade. So
right.
Once you put the string line up, I put a speed square into the side of the post and then marked a line where I wanted my bottom stringer to go. And then once the bottom stringer was marked all the way along every post, equal with the string, then I went in and installed them, and all I did was on an angle, put the screw on an angle into the post, and then for the height of the second stringer, the top stringer, I took this board and cut the width of the stringer off, so that I use this board to mark it. I just stuck this board here and mark across the top.
Right.
But it was actually at this level, so that gave me the right level for the top board. And then I lined that up and did that all the way around. And one trick, what I did for working alone, was that on one end I just put a screw in here to rest one end of my top stringer on, and screw the other side of the stringer in, and then I was able to screw this side in all the way around. And one thing I did as well is if I did find that any of my boards split, because I didn't pre-drill anything, if it split, then I'd jump to the back side and I'd put a screw in the back side so that I'd have the same support. And it's all cedar.
All cedar, and it smells amazing.
It smells amazing. You don't have to protect cedar. It doesn't rot like a lot of other woods. And even with pressure treat will go gray after a year and a half. You have to stain it or protect it. With cedar, it's all natural. It's meant to be outdoors. You can still seal cedar, but you really don't need to.
Okay. Yeah. There she is.
I cut the last pieces, but
Oh yeah, you gotta do the ends. Like, no, this is our style. All right, so 6-foot fence, and we're gonna see what this looks like 4 foot. If we don't like it, we'll make 6 foot. There's a trick.
so that you don't cut too deep.
Oh, line it up.
You put it the thickness of the board and then lock it. Now, even if I do overcut and my line's off, it won't matter.
Is this the easier or harder way to do this?
Harder way.
It is the harder way.
Like.
Yeah. It would be easier to just cut them all first and then screw them on like you did over there, right?
Yeah.
You live and you learn. You do and you learn, I guess. So there's a couple things we haven't mentioned yet. A couple of weeks before myself and our boys moved in, Jer had come down. We had owned the house for an entire month before we could actually move in fully. So he was down and he dug out the post holes and filled it in with concrete, which is why we don't really have any footage of that, and which is why it was done in our house tour video. Second thing I want to mention is that I've helped build a fence once before, and it was about 3 years ago, and it was a different style of fence, and I don't remember anything about doing that. So Jer is teaching me here. This video is good for two types of people. Straight up beginners, anyone who's like, I want to build a fence or I want to do anything with woodworking and I have zero experience. That's me. And then my husband, who has years and years and years of experience. But I mean, no matter what, like, you still make mistakes, you're still learning and all that good stuff. So I think it's for both those types of individuals and anyone who really just wants to build a sweet fence. So let's get into that right now. Yeah, roll the tape. Oh! Do you see this thing? Is it even alive? Oh my goodness. I think it's the shell.
What's that?
It's the shell.
Of what?
I don't know what it is. It's a giant bug.
It's weird that there's nothing inside of it.
No. Like, where'd he go? Should we avoid going through knots?
You don't want to go through that.
Okay. Okay, this clip was sped up, but I should say that it literally took me 2 minutes to do 2 screws because of how many times I had to restart. So we all have to start somewhere, and if this is your somewhere alongside of me, then you can do it too. Once I get the bottom guy in, I don't have to use my foot anymore, right? One of them? Huh?
Yeah, as long as you have one in, you're good.
Okay.
Back it out, and then go in one.
Go in a different hole?
Or the same hole is fine, but just go in one motion.
Okay. Is there a way that I would ruin the bit?
Yeah.
Oh, this is lighter.
Lighter?
Lighter. No? Okay. I don't know what's wrong with. Oh, the bit is smaller.
Yeah. Get it?
You get what?
Get it in?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I gotta get used to just driving it in and not stopping.
Yeah.
That's the hard part for me.
So I give it a shot to start it. I'll start it with a quick shot.
Yeah.
So the threads are strong.
Yeah.
Like that, and it doesn't dance on me.
Oh.
And then you can really get behind it.
Okay. that is hot. It's hot. It's also way more, it's honestly way more work than I knew to be true. My apologies for anyone out there who does this, in the sense that I'm like, oh, this is easy. A drill, a screw, boards. It sounds so simple. It really does, doesn't it? It sounds very simple, but there's just so many little tricks, and you gotta line everything up perfectly, and you have to use the drill accurately. Like, there's just so many things I didn't know. And I feel like I have probably done this less than a handful of times, and probably not for this duration of time. So yeah, I'm like sweating, keep getting bit by things. I should not have worn shorts. I need to change into pants, because this is, and even maybe a t-shirt. It's just so hot, but I'd rather be, you know, messing around on the ground in pants. Okay, back to work. Well, as you can probably tell by the duration of this video, we did not complete the fence. We will definitely complete it in the next video, and something super crazy happened, which I can't wait to share with you guys because it was ridiculous. If you think my commentary is ridiculous in this video, oh, just wait. We have a special treat for next week. Anyways, thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for watching, checking out what we're doing. We're loving it. We're having a blast. We are so far ahead now from this fence and everything we've done in the backyard. Just gonna keep putting out videos, and then hopefully we can get caught up to real time so you guys can see what we're doing in real life. So yeah, excited to have you back next week. Oh, what's going on? I like it and I can't lock it.